Do you ever wonder how much time you truly have left once you hit 70? Each year that goes by becomes more important, and the truth is, your body is already sending you signals about how long you might live. Some people in their 70s stay full of life, sharp, and full of energy, while others start to slow down, dealing with health problems and tiredness. The difference is often in a few key signs, small but powerful clues that can give you an idea of what your future might be like. In this video, we'll explore 7 signs that could show how long you may live after you turn 70. These are not guesses or myths. They are based on real patterns found by doctors and researchers in people who live long, healthy lives. By the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for in your own body and lifestyle, and most importantly, what steps you can take to increase your chances of living longer and staying healthier. Stick around until the end because there may be small things you're missing that could have a big impact on your future. Once you recognize these signs, you'll have a clearer idea of where you stand and what changes you might need to make to live longer. Let's begin. Sign 1. Your ability to stand on one leg balance isn't something most people think about until they start to lose it. But being able to stand on one leg for at least 10 seconds is one of the strongest signs of how long you will live. Research has shown that people who have trouble with balance are more likely to fall, get hurt, and even experience mental decline. On the other hand, those who keep their balance well into their 70s and beyond tend to live longer and healthier. Picture 2 women, Carol and Nancy, both in their early 70s. Carol has always been active. She walks every day, does yoga, and can easily lift one foot off the ground for several seconds without losing balance. Nancy, however, hasn't given much thought to her balance over the years. When she tries to stand on one leg, she immediately starts to lose balance and has to grab something to steady herself. What Nancy doesn't realize is that this loss of balance isn't just a small problem. It's a warning sign that her coordination, muscle strength, and even brain function may be getting worse. Good balance depends on strong legs, a healthy nervous system, and a sharp mind. If you find yourself stumbling more often, feeling unsteady when turning quickly, or needing to grab onto walls or furniture for support, it's time to take action. The best part? Balance can be improved. Simple exercises like standing on one foot for a few seconds each day, walking heel to toe, or doing light Tai Chi can help you rebuild your stability. Try this test right now. Stand up and lift one foot off the ground. Can you hold it for 10 seconds without struggling? If not, don't worry, but don't ignore it either. The more you work on your balance today, the stronger and steadier you will be in the years ahead. Sign 2. Your grip strength. Believe it or not, the strength of your handshake might tell you more about your future than you think. Studies have found that grip strength is one of the clearest signs of overall health in older adults. A firm, steady grip shows strong muscles, good circulation, and a healthy nervous system. On the other hand, a weak or declining grip can be an early warning sign of muscle loss, frailty, and even a higher risk of health problems. Take Robert, a 78-year-old man who always prided himself on his firm handshake. He stayed active, did light weightlifting, and never had trouble opening jars or carrying groceries. Then there's Walter, also 78, who noticed that simple tasks, like twisting the cap off a bottle or holding a heavy bag, felt harder than before. He thought it was just aging, but his weakening grip was a sign of muscle loss, which could make him more prone to falls, injuries, and even a shorter life expectancy. Your hands reflect your overall muscle health. If your grip is weakening, chances are the rest of your body is too. The more strength you lose, the harder it gets to stay independent, active, and strong. The good news is you can rebuild it. Simple exercises like squeezing a tennis ball, using hand grips, or carrying light weights can help keep your muscles strong. So, Take a moment and check your grip. If shaking hands feels weaker than before, or if daily tasks are getting harder, don't ignore it. How well you hold on to things today might tell you how well you'll hold on to life in the years to come. If you're still watching this video and finding these tips useful, please comment more below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss any videos. Now, let's continue. Sign 3. Your walking speed. One of the clearest signs of how long you might live after 70 isn't hidden in your DNA, medical records, or even your diet. It's much simpler, your walking speed. Research shows that people who keep a steady, brisk walking pace in their 70s and beyond tend to live longer than those who slow down a lot. Walking speed is directly linked to overall health, muscle strength, heart health, and even brain health. Consider two individuals, Joe and Frank, both 75 years old. Joe walks every morning, keeps a steady pace, and doesn't struggle with crossing the street or climbing stairs. His movements are smooth, balanced, and confident. Frank, however, has slowed down a lot in the past few years. He struggles to keep up with others, takes frequent breaks, and sometimes feels unsteady on his feet. While Joe's pace suggests his body is working well, Frank's slowing pace could be a sign of poor health. A slow, unsteady walk isn't just about aging. It could point to problems like weak muscles, poor circulation, or even early signs of brain issues. Your legs are the base of your body, and when they weaken, so does your overall strength. The good news? Walking speed is something you can improve. The more you walk, the stronger you will be. If you've noticed yourself slowing down, don't ignore it. Start making small efforts to build strength, whether it's by walking more, using light weights, or doing simple leg exercises. In the end, how fast you move through life can tell you a lot about how long you'll keep moving at all. So, pay attention to your walking speed. It might be the easiest way to check your long-term health. Sign 4. Your sleeping patterns. How well you sleep at night says a lot about how long you may live. Sleep isn't just about resting. It's when your body heals itself, boosts your immune system, and removes toxins from the brain. Research shows that people over 70 who have regular, high-quality sleep tend to live longer and healthier lives, while those who struggle with sleep have a higher risk of memory loss, heart disease, and a weaker immune system. Think about two men, Sam and Graham, both in their mid-70s. Sam has a steady bedtime, sleeps for around 7 hours each night, and wakes up feeling refreshed. Graham, on the other hand, has restless nights, wakes up multiple times, and sometimes struggles to fall asleep. Over time, Sam's body continues to work well. His mind stays sharp, and his energy levels stay steady. But Graham starts to experience brain fog, tiredness during the day, and even changes in his blood pressure, all linked to his poor sleep. If you wake up often during the night, have trouble staying asleep, or feel tired even after a full night in bed, don't ignore it. Your body is telling you something. Poor sleep can be caused by many things: stress, bad diet, lack of exercise, or even health issues like sleep apnea. The good news is you can improve your sleep. Simple changes like reducing screen time before bed, keeping a regular sleep routine, getting natural sunlight in the morning, or avoiding big meals at night can make a big difference. Sleep isn't just about resting. It's about keeping your body and mind working at their best. So tonight, pay attention to how you sleep. If you wake up tired, have trouble staying asleep, or notice your sleep has gotten worse in recent years, it's time to make some changes. How well you sleep today might determine how strong and healthy you stay in the years ahead. If you're still watching this video and finding these tips helpful, comment more below to let me know you're here. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell so you won't miss any videos. Sign 5. Your appetite and eating habits. The way you eat after you turn 70 is one of the strongest signs of how long you might live. A healthy appetite and a balanced diet keep your body strong, your immune system working well, and your energy levels high. On the other hand, a sudden loss of appetite or poor eating habits can signal hidden health problems and even speed up the aging process. Think about two women, Margaret and Susan, both 74 years old. Margaret enjoys her meals, eats a variety of fresh foods, and keeps a steady weight. She looks forward to making her meals and feels energized all day. Susan, however, has noticed that she isn't as hungry as before. She skips meals, eats processed foods, and has unintentionally lost weight over the past year. What she doesn't realize is that her lack of appetite isn't just a minor change. It's a sign that her body might not be absorbing nutrients properly, which could weaken her muscles, slow down her metabolism, and even affect her immune system. A decreased appetite in older adults is often linked to health concerns, including digestion issues, hormonal changes, or even early signs of memory problems. When you don't eat enough, your body starts breaking down muscle, leading to weakness, frailty, and an increased chance of falls and illness. If you've noticed changes in how you eat, whether it's feeling full too quickly, losing interest in food, or unexpected weight loss, it's important to act. Eating well after 70 isn't just about staying full. It's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to function properly. Focus on whole, nutrient-rich foods, drink plenty of water, and don't ignore a shrinking appetite. It might be your body's way of telling you something needs attention. So, ask yourself, are you still enjoying your meals? Are you getting enough protein, fiber, and healthy fats to keep your body strong? Or have you noticed a drop in your appetite and energy levels? The way you eat today directly affects how strong and independent you'll be in the future. Sign 6. Your ability to handle stress. How you handle stress after 70 can reveal a lot about how long you will live. Long-term stress doesn't just affect your emotions. It weakens your immune system, raises your risk of heart disease, and can even make you age faster. On the other hand, people who know how to deal with stress effectively tend to stay healthier, more active, and mentally sharp well into their later years. Take John and Richard, both 76 years old. John faces problems just like anyone else. Unexpected expenses, health concerns, family issues, but he has learned to handle them calmly. He practices deep breathing, stays connected with people, and doesn't dwell on problems longer than necessary. Richard, however, holds on to stress. He worries about things outside of his control, gets frustrated by small problems, and often finds himself stuck in negative thoughts. Over time, this constant stress harms his body. His blood pressure rises, his sleep quality worsens, and his energy decreases. Long-term stress leads to inflammation in the body, which has been linked to almost every major age-related disease, from Alzheimer's to heart disease. If you often feel tense, irritable, or emotionally drained, don't ignore it. Finding ways to deal with stress, whether through mindfulness, exercise, breathing exercises, or even laughter, can add years to your life. Ask yourself, when challenges arise, do you adjust and keep going, or do you hold on to stress and let it control you? The ability to stay calm, find solutions, and focus on what you can control isn't just good for your mind. It's crucial for how long and how well you live. If you're still watching this video and finding these tips useful, please comment number 6 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend subscribing and turning on the bell so you won't miss any future videos. Your support helps us continue creating useful content to inform and inspire you. Now let's keep going. Sign 7. Your social connections. The quality of your relationships can be one of the clearest signs of how long you might live after you turn 70. Studies consistently show that people with strong social connections, whether through friendships, family, or community involvement, tend to live longer and healthier lives. Loneliness, on the other hand, has been linked to higher risks of heart disease, depression, cognitive decline, and even early death. Think about two women, Eleanor and Barbara, both 78 years old. Eleanor has an active social life. She stays in touch with old friends, takes part in a local book club, and enjoys spending time with family. She looks forward to her conversations, laughs often, and feels connected to the people around her. Barbara, however, spends most of her time alone. She has lost touch with many of her friends over the years, and although she has family, she rarely reaches out. As the months go by, Barbara starts feeling isolated. Her mood worsens, and her overall health starts to decline. Human connection is more than just emotional support. It directly affects physical health. When you interact with others, your brain stays active, your stress levels drop, and your body releases chemicals that promote overall health. If you find yourself avoiding social activities, staying away from phone calls, or spending more time alone than before, it's time to make a change. Staying connected doesn't mean you need to be surrounded by people all the time. Even small efforts, reaching out to an old friend, joining a group with shared interests, or making it a habit to have meaningful conversations, can make a big difference. Because the relationships you nurture today don't just bring happiness, they also help ensure that you stay healthier and live longer in the years ahead. Now that you know these 7 signs, take a moment to think about where you stand. Are you moving through life with strength and confidence? Or have you noticed small changes that might be warning signs? The good news is that most of these things, your walking speed, grip strength, balance, sleep quality, eating habits, stress levels, and social connections, are things you can improve. Your future isn't fixed, and the choices you make today can greatly influence how many years you have left. If you've noticed areas where you could improve, don't wait for a doctor to tell you to make a change. Start today. Take more walks, strengthen your muscles, prioritize sleep, stay socially connected, and find ways to manage stress. The goal isn't just to live longer, it's to live better. Because, in the end, longevity isn't just about how many years you have left, but about the quality of life you have during those years. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments motivates and encourages us that if you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us keep creating great content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.